Hey everyone, this is day 30 of my 31 Days of Halloween special. And today on Classic Action Figures, we are going to be taking a look at the LEGO Monster Fighter set 9467, the Ghost Train. And here's a look at the box. On the front we can see a really awesome picture of a Monster Fighter's plane giving chase to the Ghost Train. We can also see the Monster Fighter's logo at the top right corner. We can see that the set contains 741 pieces, and the recommended ages are 8 to 14 years old. Finally, on the lower left corner of the box, we see a small insert with the 3 ghosts and the moonstone. On the back of the box, we see a mini comic at the top. In the middle there is another full picture of all of the items that come in the set, and all around the edges we see small pictures of some of the features found on the toy. Finally, on the lower right corner of the box, we see an image with a link to the LEGO Monster Fighters website. The top of the box shows us all 5 of the minifigures included, as well as the actual size of the minifigures. The bottom of the box has a small image of the set, and finally the side of the box has the name of the set in French and Spanish, along with the same small picture from the front and an advertisement for the LEGO Club. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the minifigures. We get 5 minifigures in total, 2 Monster Fighters and 3 Ghosts. The Ghost figures are all exactly the same, and they feature a white body with a black head, and they all have a white sheet covering their torso while displaying their spooky faces. These minifigures also glow in the dark, as you can see. The figure is well executed, but to be honest, I wish there had been some variation on their faces, or perhaps they should have come with an accessory. They do look nice, but they are kind of plain looking compared to the other Monster Fighters figures from this series. The Monster Fighters are next, and here we have Ann Lee and Frank Rock. Ann Lee is the same figure from the Mummy set, and Frank Rock is the same figure from the Swamp Creature set. Ann Lee has a white top with a red corset and a light blue skirt. We can also see an onion around her waist, as well as a belt with a buckle. She has a stern look on her face, and we can also see a small scar across her left eye. Her alternate face is an angry looking face that is actually not that different from the other face. Finally, her hairpiece can hold a silver arrow, and her weapon of choice is a crossbow. Frank Rock has some cool looking shades and has a snickering smile. We also see some scratches on his face, as well as a 5 o'clock shadow beard. He's wearing a brown vest and a dirty shirt underneath, and we can also see some cool details on his legs. The alternate face is a serious looking Frank without his glasses. The figure also comes with 2 revolvers as weapons. The main vehicle for the Monster Fighters is this very cool looking Propeller Plane. This is a very unique looking plane, and it has some great features like the rotating propeller and the main engine, which is made with a lot of revolvers. It also features some flick fire missiles, and it even has a long chain from which a minifigure can be raised or lowered from the plane. The main body of the plane is done in a dark red and gray color scheme. There is also a weird looking barrel apparatus that is powering up some of the vacuums at the end of the wings. I think this is to capture the ghosts. The plane also has some fixed wheels made out of Technic parts. Overall, I think this is a very cool looking plane. And finally, here is the Ghost Train. This is a very awesome looking train done mainly in black and white, and there are 4 components to this vehicle. Here's a look at the locomotive. It's done mainly from black circular bricks, and this was a very fun build. There are great details like the ghost face at the front, the green flame coming at the top, a place to hold the moonstone, and also some great details inside of the engine's cabin, like the red lever and the fireplace inside. I also like the wheels, the gold colored bell, and the two undulating spike bars running along the side of the locomotive. We also get 3 carriages, 2 of which are small and feature an area where you can place one of the ghosts. I especially like the bat wings that flap up and down whenever you roll the wheels of the carriage. This was a very fun build, and it looks like one of those carriages on a roller coaster ride. Finally, there's the prison carriage, which contains enough space to hold a minifigure. I especially like the bone pieces that make up the doors, as well as the bone pieces sticking out of the roof. This train also has many glow-in-the-dark elements, including the ghosts, but the ghost face for the engine and the green flame at the top are very unique looking, and they really do look great. And finally, here's a look at the moonstone, which is made out of a clear blue piece of plastic with the face of a ghost done in white. This goes on top of the locomotive, or it can be carried by one of the ghosts. So overall, I think this is a fun set, and it's quite an awesome looking vehicle. I'm not big on trains, but I really like the way this one looks. The only downside I see is the fact that we get 3 ghosts that look exactly the same. I wish there had been some variation for these minifigures. Anyway, that is it for my review. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please come back tomorrow for my final day of my 31 Days of Halloween special. Until next time, take it easy.